Is this thing on? What the hell? I don't even remember what freaking song I was playing. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's do this. Well, maybe not. Yeah. So it's cold. I don't want to hear it. You know why? Until you wake up and your jalapeno poppers are frozen together, then come talk to me about cold. Yep, I said it. Good morning. No bicycle warning because I'm not going to yell it today. I just can't feel it. So good morning, shift kicker.
Good morning.
Yeah, I bet you're waiting along with everybody else for me to scream out what I normally do.
No,
So, it's currently a balmy 27 degrees here in west central Texas. Not that I'm complaining because, yeah, somewhere in Montana, it's like minus 31 right now. Yeah.
no, I'm not going to complain.
I bet it's freaking cold where you're at, too.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's 8. It's below 0. I'll take it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
When it's too cold for snow drifts because the snow's frozen, yeah, it's cold.
For sure.
Yeah. So let's see. Today's the 12th day. It's Friday. Ooh, Friday the 12th. Ooh. Let's do a movie like that, some kind of comedy movie.
And so,
Okay. Hey, good morning. Okay, let's go do this quick because she just said good morning to be charming. And I know she's in Florida going, it was colder in Alaska. Good morning, Thomas Sell. You're the first one after Shift Kicker. Happy Chappy, good morning. Where I lost my spot. I gotta go through here again. Well, yep, longboarding mom. Good morning.
Mandy, Candy. Good morning, Mandy. Big love.
Where? Where? Oh, there. Okay. Yep, there's Mandy. There's B. Bzz, B Mitch. Morning. And then, of course, all our lurkers. Uh, Chicago should be used to it. It's all windy.
Yeah.
But I would worry about it for the kids, though, because the kids aren't used to that stuff yet.
Yep. And
No reason.
just a
How?
reminder for the just I'm gonna give a quick reminder for those people who where it is dropped way low and is cold. Flush your toilet because if you don't, they may overflow.
Yeah, you should be
That
already.
it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. And you should already
I
be
think,
dripping your pipes just to keep the water
right.
flow. Yeah.
But
Hey, good
I
morning,
made the
Marlene.
mistake and forgot to do that. So yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
I've been drifting mine since yesterday. It's like, why'd you do it so early? Why not?
Yeah,
I'll pay the extra $2.
exactly.
So Marlon B's
And
in Central Texas. So yeah, if you're not feeling it yet, you'll be feeling it this weekend. Oh, as Cash Buddy would say, you didn't have to, but you did. Yeah, thanks, Jack Frost. Yeah, it's hard for me to hear it too, be Charmin. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's got one of those turtleneck
is that
things
better?
pulled up and it's covering her mic.
Is that better?
What?
You might have to turn me up backstage.
Hold on. Edit mic settings. I'm gonna max it out. Are you there?
I'm here. Is that
No.
better?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was
Sorry, guys.
37 degrees and dropping. Yep. So, yep. It's gonna get cold because it's cold here right now, 27, and they're saying we're gonna get up to 50. I don't think we're gonna make it. And shift kicker, just remember, have your bat or a metal pipe, and when you go down to the basement, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. That's your code for your husband if you need help when you're down in the basement. Nope, we lost her again. Hey, Harvest Berry Moon, good morning. And I still believe Fraley Maid is still in Texas, and she's probably saying, holy schmoly, it's cold here. Until she watches the news and realizes it's even colder back home. So prayers to Mr. Handsome and Little Man, and hopefully they're doing good at the time. And longboarding mom, you're late. Get to work. It's 1 minute past 7. Chop chop, Polly Polly. And yeah, there she is.
Crap. My internet went out.
Uh oh.
It did it last night too when I was trying to mod on Cash Money. I just gave up.
Uh huh.
Uh-huh. So I'm having internet issues if I go bye-bye, that's why.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Man, I had a story I was going to talk about, and I can't even remember it now.
Uh-oh.
This cold thing is freaking really overrunning everything. Hold on.
Harvest Mary Moon, good morning.
No, Harrisburg, I was going to batten the hatches today, and I'm like, screw it. If I freeze, I freeze. I got to be in on a Monday morning, so what the hell? I'm going to leave the windows open, the AC on, and yeah. See what day I start freaking forming icicles. That really ticks me off.
Are you trying to self-preserve or what?
I might as well, because, hey, Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the stuff here. I'm trying to remember what I was going to talk about because there's something that was like really important to talk about. Nobody's talking about, but then again,
Yep, I had a blast last night doing the Silver Guys on Tin TV.
yeah,
That was so much fun. Those guys are a hoot.
yeah,
And did you get a chance to watch? I saw you
yep,
in chat for a minute, but I didn't know.
yeah. I wasn't there the whole time, but I was there.
Uh,
So I was trying to be three channels at once, and by halfway through, I ended up dropping 10 because my laptop was getting hot. And I figured I could catch the rest of the show. It was, hey, I did a shout out. I gave my thumbs up.
cool.
So, so I'm just trying to look. Man, I can't remember what it is.
Hey, Super Dave. And Iris Mary Moon, that's a good idea. At least you're reusing and, looking ahead on that chicken house. Gonna make a chicken house.
Nope, I'm not even going to look at that. Nope. Oh, Bob Vila's trying to say 17 things you should never leave in a cold car. Well, let me give you a hint. Just don't leave nothing in the car.
Well, one I know for sure is pop or anything carbonated.
You know,
It makes the best slushy bomb on earth, let me tell you. Uh-huh. I came out from Target one time in the middle of winter, and this lady must have been shopping at multiple places and left pop in her back seat
mm-hmm.
and had been in the store for a long time or had been to multiple places. Well, it exploded. She had pop on her ceiling, pop all over the back seat. It was like, yeah. And she's like, got any towels? I'm like, no.
Turn off one of my portable heaters so I can hear you better.
Snoopy, good morning, girl. Big love.
So, here you go. Did you hear Hertz rent a car? They're ditching 20,000 electric vehicles because it's too expensive to do repairs on them.
Imagine that.
Hmm. I guess they didn't freaking think about that when they decided to try to push it. Hey, Stoopy. And Hertzberg's got a question. Let's see. Do you have chicken feed to raise chickens? And is free range mean no feed, just grassing in the yard? Well, I can't talk about nowadays because I ain't got no chickens, unless you count the ones that are in my freezer. But yeah, back when my grandfather was alive and I was like 7, 8, yeah, we had feed. We also free ranged some,
Yep.
and those usually got fatter than the ones we gave the feed to, because the ones we gave feed to are egg chickens, and the free range ones were edible chickens. And yeah, they just ate whatever they found in the yard. And I felt sorry for the coyotes and the foxes and all that tried getting them because those chickens, when they're free range, they were mean.
Yep. Well, like, I know this. My sister, she does free range, but her, like you said, the egg layers,
You know,
she she grain feeds, and then she'll, throw grain, their some food out in the yard too for the. They do need other, feed.
you know,
Oh crap!
uh oh. Why are you crapping live?
Because my internet's going in and out.
Oh, in and out of connection. And I don't remember that song. Well, I'll be back. And I blame the Tres Amigos because every time they're freaking talking late last night while I'm trying to listen to them do some videos, they kept on singing different songs. Somebody would mention something, they start singing a song. Like, really? Stop that. Don't do that. And I start
Crap.
the name of the songs. It's going to happen. Just wait
I
till.
apologize, guys.
Oh, it doesn't bother me any. So, I don't even know if I'm going to do anything today. I might just lay down and go back to sleep, even though I'm not tired. I'm just not motivated today. I'm just like, Had my breakfast toasters, had my jalapeno poppers that were frozen together. I'm drinking my tea right now because coffee wasn't doing it. So
Coffee wasn't kicking it, huh?
no. So well, I don't know who put more mileage in yesterday, my feet or my car. Right now, I'm still feeling like it was probably my feet put in more mileage than my car did. So
Where were you walking around at? Just outside?
name it. Nah, I wish it was outside. I was everywhere but home yesterday. I didn't get home till ooh, I think it was like 5:15, and then I had to leave again. And I finally came back about 7:30. I finally stayed home and was able to kick my feet up for once.
Dang, that's called business.
Yeah,
Taking care of business.
yeah. But of course, I did take care of everything I needed to. But I did get more ammo. I did do one
Good.
personal venture, and that was go get more ammo because if you haven't heard yet, ammo prices are going to go through the roof this year. So yeah, start looking for the deals. Start buying it now because probably before the end of the month, it's going to start skyrocketing, and then good luck trying to find it if you can. And of course, right behind it is gas. Gas is going to start going up again. So the cheapest place of gas I found yesterday was 2.34, and when I was coming home, I drove by the one place that was it 2.34. It jumped back up to 2.59. So yeah, so I expected to go up even more. So thanks, potato head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just a time when you really need the gas in order to freaking keep the house warm. Yeah.
Exactly.
But with all these new regulations that they keep doing, I wish the freaking power companies and the gas companies would freaking do one and just start saying, "Look, we're shutting power off unless we the priority, the first place we shut power off are federal buildings. Period."
Right?
Because hey, you're in Washington D.C. in your office, you can wear your jacket if it's cold outside. You went there all bundled up, so just throw your jacket on and work in your office with your jacket on.
That would be a trip. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here laughing.
You
Do it.
know, but hey, what do I know? I don't know shit. And Harvard's still there cleaning dog ears. It's smelly.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll
I
give you
used to have to do my toy poodles. Yep.
give you a hint. Turkey baster and a huge bottle of peroxide, and just go. Whoosh, whoosh. Don't worry, the dog's gonna freaking be shaking his head. It's gonna go everywhere afterwards, but that's okay. That's why you lay towels down. Really, don't do that. Don't do that to your dog. What you're doing is the right thing to do.
Yeah. She knows.
Hey,
She
Wes.
knows you're.
Morning.
Well, good morning, Wes.
And Carlson, how you doing, buddy? Yep, 60-mile-an-hour winds and lake effect snows. Yep.
Stay
Well,
safe, person.
I'm
Prayers
sorry.
are up with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're out of power for that long, but at least it came back on. And when that 60-mile-an-hour wind expected to be higher, and get ready for the power to go out again. Yep. I know there's people in the southeast that are freaking. I should have listened to trust. After Texas got hit with those winds, it came to us. Yeah,
Yep, Gary Hoffman. I agree. And by the way, good morning.
yeah. And I laugh because everybody that's on YouTube is already talking about, well, you remember what happened in Texas? All I'm going to say is, shut the up. All right? Stop using us as your freaking clickbait freaking thing. All right? You weren't here during it. And I warned everybody, hey, Dennis, good morning. And I warned everybody, the people that are complaining that late February when we had all that stuff were all the Californians that came over to Texas that we didn't want here. And they're all over TikTok freaking bitching, complaining, and everything else. Well, you know what? Guess what? There ain't no freaking hotel rooms for them to go to anymore because all the illegals have freaking filled them all up. So if they lose power, they're either going to freeze at home or if they didn't move out of Texas like we told them, get that out. We don't want your liberal ways here. Or, yeah, they're just going to freeze in their front yards. Hate to say it, but, hey. Okay, this is, now, I know her internet's going in and out, but did she leave because I pissed her off because I was talking about her sisters or brothers that are liberals? Hmm. And she's listening on her phone. She's like, oh, shit. I got to get back up there to tell them, nope, I didn't get mad. Nope, nope. But I did throw that little implant in everybody's minds. Shift kicker a liberal? What? No, she isn't. She'll be right back. Her internet's been in and out. And, yeah. See, Dennis said he had 2 inches of snow and it was minus 11 this morning, so now I can go repair our igloos. Yeah, just remember, take a thermos full of cold water. Well, make sure it's warm before you go outside, because if it's cold, it's going to freeze before you open the thermos. And then you just pour that on the igloo. Just not around the door, because then you're going to freeze the door. All right. So Kicker said, crap, no internet, rebooting. We shall see. So I'm going to pick on Shift Kicker while she's out here. Shift Kicker, stop using that Obama phone you got. Stop using the Obama internet, because obviously it doesn't work during inclement weather. And I'm going to throw another shout out to Longboarding Mom while she's listening to work. We can't answer anything. She did a video on the storm she had a couple of days ago. I haven't been able to watch that video yet since, yeah, I was really freaking tired. As soon as I took off my shoes, put my feet up, I was asleep for like an hour. I didn't even realize I fell asleep. It was just like, bam. As soon as I got blood back into my feet, I was passed out. So my equilibrium was gone. So let's see. Good morning, Gary Huffman, and good morning, AB. The Yep, good job for getting your ammo then, but you may want to get more because it doesn't expire for one. And when it goes through the roof with all the stupid regulations they're doing, hey, you already know it's a good bargaining table, and you might be able to get some. You might be able to get a full cow for your freezer for like a box of 45s or something. No, AB, I was talking about Shift Kicker. She's having problems with her phone. She's having to reboot it. Her internet's messed up, so I think she's got the Obama phone and the Obama internet. I don't know. We'll see when she finally gets up here, and if she doesn't, then I guess I'll leave everybody over the weekend and let her think, does Shift Kicker really have an Obama phone with the internet? We already know the true answer on that if you know Shift Kicker, but if you don't, the seed is planted. Dun dun dun. Yep, I already warned them about the gas prices going up too. And it has nothing to do with anything except for the stuff that Biden's finally freaking doing that he should have done a long time ago. And yeah, I mean, well, let's wait till we need the prices to be low to raise them. Doesn't matter, Biden. Anything you do is not going to get you elected. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Hey, look who's here.
Dun dun dun.
Welcome back, Miss Obama phone owner.
Yeah, right. Sure. No, it's her main internet. All of a sudden, my husband goes, "What the hell? Not again!" And whoop, I was gone.
Yep, and Dennis has a question or statement for you there.
Hail to the no to the Dennis, you're in trouble. Be nice.
Yeah, Dennis, I can't help you there, buddy. She's the only other wrench in the place except for me. So, dun dun dun. If there's a 10-second timeout, that's a shift kicker slapping you
Yeah,
in the corner.
yeah. Snoopy gas has gone down all over the place, and then all of a sudden they're going to drop the bomb on us again and raise it. Just
Hmm.
watch, it's coming.
Hey, it happened last night to me. That's what I was saying. We're at 234 and it went up to 259 like within an hour. So, and yeah, and it should be cheapest here out of all the states. And guess what? It's already going back up. I mean, don't get me wrong, 259 is still cheap compared to a lot of other places, but I've never seen it go that high that fast. So, yeah. And there's quite a few people not here today. Prayers up to them because they're still cuddling in bed underneath their blankets going, oh, hell no. F Trump. Yeah. F trust. It's too freaking cold. I ain't getting out of bed.
Right?
Snoopy says it's 329 there.
RLB. Good morning. Yeah, well, it was 319, and it's been kind of holding at that for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So, yep.
yeah, it's time for it to go up. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Unless I drive all the way to the Loves, and then it's 299.
yeah. So this morning, as a report in Montana, in certain parts, is at negative 31 degrees right now. And they're saying probably before tomorrow, they're going to be at negative 62. You don't even go out in that.
No.
You wear your parka and your scarves and your thermals and everything to bed, so you don't get frostbite in your bed.
Well, and the thing is even once it gets -10 and below with the wind, you should make sure you protect your eyes, guys. Seriously.
Yeah,
I don't care if the sun's shining or not. Put glasses on.
yeah, wear
Because
goggles.
you can win frostbite your eyes, believe it or not.
Yeah, don't they call that like snow blind or something?
Yep.
You don't need the snow to blind you. It's just the freaking
Uh-uh.
cold. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I still remember back in my teen years, I'll say, the famous gas wars. You know,
Oh, yeah. I still remember waiting in line with my mom on our day because it was, went by the alphabet.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was lucky. I never had to experience the alphabet part because we had plenty of gas stations here that they wouldn't do that. But all the mom and pop shops started the gas wars here in Texas. It was so funny. The least amount I think I paid during the gas wars was a nickel per gallon. I don't know how they made money. I know they couldn't have broken even with because you knew they were paying at least 20 cents a gallon when they're getting it from the oil companies. So I know there you get people there. They're freaking offering 5 cents a gallon. The average was I think 22 that we paid during the gas wars. So
Okay, Swan, good morning.
good morning, good to see you, Case One. And I think the longest I waited in line for gas was like 3, 4 cars. I think it was 4 cars. And I'd laugh because a lot of people would be impatient with 3 or 4 cars in front of them. I'm like, hey, it's not too bad. Look at the 80 of them behind us. Those suckers aren't going to get no gas. We're taking it all.
Well, and the thing is I saw that happen
Yeah.
where someone was pumping gas, and all of a sudden they ran out on that pump, and so they didn't even get gas. What they needed to fill their car, and the cars behind them weren't able to get gas because it was out.
Hmm. Yep, I remember that RLB. And yeah, wait. I'm still waiting because of the gas prices going to go back up again. You're going to hear it. I know a couple of years ago we heard a couple of stories here in northern Texas, even though I'm not in northern Texas. That a couple of the smaller petrol trucks got stolen.
Good
And,
morning, Moonlight.
and you put them somewhere out in the country so they could empty those things and have all that fuel. It was organized. It was planned. They knew what they were doing. Because I never found the trucks. Hmm. Good morning, Moonlight.
Holy buckets. Yeah, they do. They don't want farmers to survive right now. Nope.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
I don't know. It depends what you're driving there, Wes. For one, on a bad day, I get 10 miles to the gallon. Kind of reminds me of my first truck I had. But that thing was souped up too, so yeah. This has got about the same engine and transmission in it, so I knew I was going to get good gas mileage, but when I need it, I got it.
Yeah, I think he's talking about his race car.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Mr. Boswell, good morning.
Oh, Wes is driving an electric car. Is it that Barbie Corvette?
Yep,
Oh,
good
AB, you're
point.
not an old school independent trucker. Those are called the Omnish. I see them on freaking horse carts all the time delivering shit. Come on now. You got a bed in the back. You got freaking windows you can roll down. You're modern compared to the Omnish. Hey, Mr. Boswell. Good morning. So, all I gotta say, Tim was really excited yesterday's shift.
I know, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday's stream with the Silver Guys was a blast. It really was.
Hmm. Oh, I wanted to comment on some of them, but I was like, nope, I'm gonna be nice. It's not my show. They were nice enough to be up there with 10 and stuff. So no, I'm gonna stay nice. Nope, nope.
Yeah, and if you haven't watched it, you can watch the restream.
Yep.
You might learn a little something about other people from the other side of YouTube, another genre.
Uh huh. Yep. We talked about it, Mr. Boswell. Yeah, and I had to laugh on some of them maybe because You know, they're doing all this shit to the truckers. And then you got some of these creators that talk about, oh, you need to have this kind of communication. And then when they get to the CB radios, after your portables and your satellite phones and all that, like, yeah, because, you know, you want a CB radio so you can talk to the truckers. I'm like, what fucking truckers? The only truckers that are going to have CB radios are the independents, and they're not going to be on the road when SHTF happens. I mean, they may be talking to each other where they're based at or something, but they ain't going to be on the road. They got a freaking truck full of chicken. And I'm like, yep, they're going to be at home with it backed up. That's the survival supplies. Good morning, Rose Young. Long time no see. Good to see you.
Yeah. Good morning, Rose.
Yeah, so, be careful who you listen to, and it makes common sense with what's going on around you because some of them aren't making sense. They really think it was a good idea when they did their videos and stuff, but then you look at it, it's like, yeah, I pick on AB, but I know his pain. I had an aunt that was an independent trucker for like 25, 30 years. And, yeah, she retired out of it 'cause she got tired of the bullshit. And it just gets worse every year. That's it. Nothing else. And, yeah. And with this weekend, I'm waiting to hear. Well, it won't be Monday for me unless I'm conscious Monday night. Of all the people that are going to die from carbon monoxide or freezing to death in their homes, you know, and then all the I don't. This is one of the reasons why I don't have TikTok and I don't go to TikTok. And then all the whiners complaining they got no power, they're cold. DoorDash wouldn't deliver because the roads only have 17 feet of snow. Crap like
Yeah.
that. So, and the only reason I bring that up is like what Shift always says: check on your neighbors. I know I did one February, and I'm glad I did because I had two elderly neighbors here. One kids live too far away, and the other one the kids don't come visit. So yeah, and I feel bad for them, but you gotta be humane and help them out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
because think
I
about
mean, we actually borrowed our one neighbor a generator so
it.
she could keep her food, from going bad when we were without power.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and that's the whole thing is because you got to look at it. They really, they're elderly that live in their homes, they're just trying to exist. And maybe one out of 1,000 did it to themselves on the situation they're at. But the majority of them never did. They just got abandoned. And that's the sad part. That
Yep.
could be you in
Exactly.
20, 30 years, depending on how old you are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't wish that on anybody. And I don't care how grumpy that person or lady is or how many cats she's got. You know, starting to look at the cat ladies are probably pretty smart because if they run out of food, you can always have cats too. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, you
Hey,
sassy better not hear you.
hey, no, hey, I'm just going to say, as sassy, you'll just have to realize if it comes down to being a cannibal and eating another human or eating your cat, which one are you going to choose?
Uh-huh. I hear you.
Yeah. If you eat a cannibal, you're about 5 seconds away from becoming a zombie.
Zombie. Zombie.
Mr. Boswell saying 5.9 earthquake, North Pacific Ocean, 50 miles south of Sitka, Alaska. Yeah, and that is in the Ring of Fire, I believe, doesn't it? Because all that's going around there. So you got all of it. Super Dave's like, meow, meatloaf. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not saying, hey, worst case, you got to be in a pretty bad position to do that. But I mean, still,
Right.
you know,
Good
or
thing I'm pretty accurate with a slingshot even. I can get a squirrel that way.
Yeah. Well, Harvard Spray, I'm going to put it this way. Okay. We've heard cases, we've seen it, and they have been true, that the owner has like one or two dogs at home. Something happens, they slip, fall, go unconscious, they pass away. A week or two goes by, and then the neighbors or a relative finally gets off their ass, asks for a courtesy check, because they can't drive across town, go check on their own relatives. So the cops show up, and next thing they do, they find the person lying on the floor. And guess what the dogs have been eating? Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get too graphic on that.
Yep. Thank you for not getting any more graphic than that. Yep. Yep. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah, but that's revenge for all the food porn that people are going to throw out today. Is no, let's have one Friday where there's no food porn. Yeah,
Food, porn. What? No.
yeah, the Donna
Yeah.
part was bad, but I watched the remake. I didn't like the remake as much as the original. Remember that soccer team that crashed in the, I don't know, the Andes, the Indies, somewhere like that? I think the movie was called Survive, and the original book was called Survive. And it was the soccer team, and that they basically had to survive, and it came down to the point where they ended up becoming cannibals.
Good
Yeah,
morning, Al.
think about it. Up alive. Okay, thank you, Dennis. I knew it was something like that, and you had the Vive part in it. So, but yeah, if you can find the original, watch that. Yeah, you get the whole basis of that one. And if you look at how long they were there, I mean, come on, think about it. How long was Jesus in the desert, and he wasn't eating? Yeah, wasn't it like 40 days, 40 nights?
Yep.
So he didn't have no food, but I guarantee he had a little bit of water or something. Maybe he broke off a cactus and chewed on it and spit it out or something. Get the moisture. You can go without food, but you need water. Think about it. You're up in the Andes. You can melt the snow and drink it. Drink enough water, you're going to be full.
Wes.
Yeah, ribs. Mmm. Yum, 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 yum. As Tim's thing would have it. Yum, 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 yum. Ribs. Yum, yum, yum.
Wes. Come on now. I can't even get that out of my head just because of the fact I seen that movie and then you said that. I'm like, really? Wes.
Yum, 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 yum. And how's Cash what he say? You didn't have to, but you did, Wes. Way to go. Now, Gary, I think I could survive longer without water. The only problem is I don't need to be drinking coffee at the time. I know. Coffee is 95% water. Yes, I know. And that's how I tell the freaking military doctors because they thought I was crazy being in Iraq at 130-degree temperatures at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm drinking coffee all day long instead of drinking water. They're like, what's coffee? Yeah. Well, the caffeine's going to dehydrate you. And I'm watching these young troops downing the water and passing out from heat exhaustion. And I'm just drinking coffee the whole day, just go, one after the other. Nothing. I'm not passing out, no nothing. I'm like, uh huh.
Coffee's life. Without it, someone could lose their life around me.
You know? Yeah, Darlene and Susan, I think they're hiding in their blankets and it's too cold where they're at. Yeah.
That's okay, Wes. I'm happy you're back to the old Wes. Something came over him and he was
No,
just
no, no.
not himself.
No. Hey, Wes has two personalities. the normal Wes, which he comes out in the mornings and hangs out with us. And then he's got the end of the day Wes that freaks the hell out of Darlene and Susan. And I love that one too because their reactions to him is like, what the? I really think he's doing that on purpose to get a reaction from them and figure it out, yo.
Yeah, Gary, I don't watch a lot of TV or movies, but when Alive came out, I did watch that because, yeah, I had kids that wanted to watch it. Older children, yes.
Yes, and I agree with you, Case One. I used to go for Folgers to Maxwell House. I'd switch it. I'd like finish off two containers of Folgers, then switch to one Maxwell House, then go back to Folgers again. But I could taste the difference of both those coffees. So, and I even taste the difference in all the ones where I get the coffee beans and grind them myself. When I'm grinding them, I could, when you're using the machine to grind it, you could freaking even see the difference and feel it when you're grinding them. I'm like, wow, what are they doing to the coffee now? Maybe I got to switch over to that, what, monkey poop coffee? Isn't it monkeys that poop out the coffee grind?
Yeah,
Mix?
that stuff's expensive.
Yeah,
Who's that? And
yeah,
Wes, you know what? Just always be you because you know what? I like you for you being you. I do.
yeah. And I got your back, Wes. She times you out for 10 seconds. I'll slam her with 333 seconds.
I don't. I haven't. I don't think I've ever timed Wes out.
No. Yeah.
No, I timed Kiwi out the one time because he told me I couldn't. I said, "Yes, I can."
Mm-hmm.
So I timed him out. He just didn't think I could. It was only 10 seconds, and he's like, "Yes, my." He comes back going, "Love you, shift. Yes, shift. Don't do it again."
Yeah. Shift did it to me, and I picked on her, but, I didn't attack her and time her out. I could have, but I didn't.
You couldn't have timed me out.
Yeah, I could have.
Where in here,
Yeah,
maybe.
here. Yeah. You could have came in the morning and said good morning. I could have just freaking timed you out. Didn't even say good morning. But I didn't. Okay, I'm seeing something here that was reported and no one has seen because it has to do with veterans. The headline says veterans outraged after VA files claims for migrants while they. I'm waiting for it to pop open. Come on. While they wait for care. So now they're going to push the veterans away from their claims to let migrants do their claims, and then they'll let migrants freaking use the VA system. It's hard enough the veterans trying to get their own freaking crap. So taxpayer money spent on claims for illegal immigrants is 94,300,000 just this year alone. You know what you could
Yeah.
do with that kind of freaking money?
Mm-hmm. Well, and not only that, them housing them in our schools and making our kids learn remotely again because they need the school building to house immigrants. What?
Well,
I
they could
mean,
solve that.
really?
The kids stayed at home during the pandemic, and then just have the kids do the stuff at home again.
Well, that's what they want to do,
For one,
th- but they want to charge the parents for the remote learning. To pay, yeah, this year, if the school's being occupied by migrants, the children that would be going to that school, their parents are going to have to start paying for their online learning. That's bullshit.
I just say we ship them to Canada. Let Canada deal with them. Not the kids, the migrants.
Right.
Because I'm waiting to get the report on how many of the migrants that are trying to get across the border freeze this weekend. And some are going to throw freaking lawsuits. Well, you wouldn't let us in. And we have
Yeah.
rules, we have laws, we have regulations.
Yeah, it's just all quackers, if you ask me.
Uh,
Yeah, when I read that article about the the parents would have to pay for their children's remote learning
mhm.
because it then would be considered homeschooling.
Yeah.
The teachers are up in arms even at that school that they want to do that to. So,
I don't know
yep,
why the teachers are complaining because, the kids are going to be homeschooling. And most of that's a farce anyway because most of the teachers really aren't on the live. They're doing the live streams, most of them. And so the ones that aren't, they'll be teaching the migrants, how to count, the English language. So they're still going to get paid. They'll still have a job.
yeah,
No, sorry, Dennis. If we got a store you're safe that's getting huge at Ashley Swags Farms, you're treating us like we're your Fort Knox. Then you could be a Fort Knox for our immigrants that we don't want in our country. Yeah, I think it's a fair trade. We'll keep your silver and gold, and you keep all the illegals. Yeah, everybody in chat that believes that, let's put a one in chat. Say send all these illegals to Canada and let Dennis take care of them while we keep his
I,
silver and
I
gold.
say I say send them back.
Nah, I say
Just
send them to
send
Dennis.
them.
That's Dennis' problem to send them back.
Or why don't they house them in the People's House in Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not for people?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Make
Yeah.
them work remotely and house them there.
Dennis, we talk about you getting enough. All the reports is you got all the Chinese military there, and they're boosting your economy up. So yeah, those
Have,
aren't illegal immigrants. You invited them to practice their war games in your country.
have a good day, Thomas. Yep.
Super Dave, one, 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 one. Yep. No, I blame Europe. I see we sue the crap out of Europe. And for our international people, this is just joke. It's not real or anything. We're just bantering. I better put this up before YouTube's like, oh my God, you didn't even have a warning up there. Because it all started in Europe. They let them all in, and then they started shutting them down. You know what country started it all? France. Yeah. Everybody sent them all back to France. Yep. So, but
Yeah. Best Prime Minister ever, Dennis. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. What was that one representative who was in the news for a couple years when the pandemic started? He was like doing cocaine and all that other stuff. He was pretty wacky, white hair, kind of chubby. And I think he had a brother in Parliament too up there. Yeah,
I'm not.
I think he could have done just as good a job as Trudeau, if not better. At least he admitted he was doing drugs.
Yep.
I know Dennis knows who I'm talking about, but I don't know. I just say it's we sent all the illegals to Canada for payback for trying to
What?
sell us fake ham and trying to call it ham. Because hell, it's Canadian bacon and it doesn't even taste like bacon. So yeah,
it's ham. It's not bacon. It's ham.
that shit is the leftovers of spam.
No, no,
Everybody
no.
makes spam. It's all the leftovers of everything to make spam. And yeah, spam has leftovers too, and it's not that jelly stuff in the jars. Yeah, there's stuff at the factory, and that's stuff they make Canadian bacon and ham and all that other stuff with. So yeah, that's not real freaking ham or bacon. Yeah. What do you think killed Laverne and Shirley? Yeah. Fact check it. You might see it was either their beer or it was their freaking ham, one of the two. Yep, I'm hearing people start up their cars. Yep. I guess some people are deciding to go to work today. Don't do it. You need a day off. Just call in sick and take the day to prepare for the weekend. Or not doing
Yeah.
anything, staying home and staying under the covers.
Yeah, but some people are going out and getting supplies for the weekend too.
Nah, not all these people.
Oh,
They should be, but they're not. And that's part of the reason why I was everywhere yesterday after my appointment I had. I didn't want to do, but I did. I had to go stock up my neighbors. They needed things, especially when I came back and told them, yeah, I'm not going to be around on Monday, which I'm going to let everybody know. I'll put it in your community page. I will not be going live on Monday, and I don't know if I'll be here Tuesday. But I'll try to put something on the community page once I know, and definitely shift kick her on the. I'll contact her and let her know more than what everybody else should know. But hey,
thank you for that. So I'm not worried.
yeah. Well, you should be
Uh,
worried anyway. Just remember the old adage, us old schoolers. No news is good news.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Oh, Mexico is going to take some back after we pay them $38 billion to help with the freaking immigration problem. I just say we put freaking claymores and alligators all over the southern border and put a sign up saying "You cross, you blow up," and then let them try to sue us because they'd be like, "No."
Cross
If
at your own risk, may explode.
think about it, how many South Koreans are freaking suing North Korea because of the DMZ with all the landmines? Done because they ain't stupid enough to cross. Think about it. And they're stupid enough to cross when you tell them it's mined, then they deserve what they get. You warned them.
It's true. It's true.
And not only giving them $38 billion to have them help fight the surge of immigration coming through Mexico to the U.S., he wants 11 million work visas. And did you know once you give them work visas after so many years, they could apply for,
Citizenship.
you know, we got 30 million illegals here that aren't even showing up to the court dates. But yeah, they're going to say, well, I was here for 10 years. I got a wife or a husband and kids. Why are you deporting me? Because you're illegal, you broke the law, and get the fuck out. Excuse my French.
Love you, Chris. Drive careful.
Yep,
Stay
Chris,
safe out there.
and please be safe. Yep, get those last minute stuff. And make sure while you're out, I know gas is expensive in some places, have a minimum of a half a tank. I would say go as far as have 3/4 to a full tank this weekend, especially if you're going to have bad weather, you know, because you just never know. That quarter tank that you didn't put in there could save your life if, yeah,
Oh,
if you're in
yeah,
the car
absolutely.
and then you need to run your vehicle to keep warm because there's no other heat source. Don't
Yep.
do it in the garage with the door down for one. Uh,
No.
don't do it on the stove where your exhaust pipe is covered up. Yeah, don't do that
Well,
either.
nope. And I knock on wood every day that I had a full tank of gas when I went in the ditch during a snowstorm
Yeah,
and sat in the ditch for 4 hours because there was so many people in the ditch they couldn't get to people.
yeah,
And yeah, they couldn't even keep the roads plowed. I mean, there was not even what 6 car lengths down from where I went in, a semi went in, and they had to get that out before they could get me out. And
yeah.
yep, without all that extra gas I had, I would have probably froze.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, I
Oh,
had blankets and that kind of thing, but it was nice to be able to crack all my windows, start my vehicle, I dug the tailpipe out
yeah,
so that I wasn't asphyxiating myself. But 4 hours, yep, I sat in the ditch.
yeah. Well, thank you, Chris. And the only reason I say about the half a tank to move it to a 3/4 or to a full tank is because Yeah, the weather could be bad with everything that's going on. Prices could freaking skyrocket rocket a lot while you're trapped at
Yep.
home with bad weather. And yeah, think about it.
Oh yeah, I always
You
have an
running
emergency.
out of gas, wishing you'd gotten that extra gas. So
Yeah, and I always carry a winter emergency backpack in my car that has, like granola bars and that kind of thing
yeah,
in there.
yeah. And I agree with you, West Central Stacker. The only thing is, don't leave water in the vehicle when it's bitterly cold because all it's going to do is freeze.
Yep.
You know, put it in the vehicle from a warm place like your house or something. And it could still be cold in your house because there's no power, but at least it's not below freezing like it would be outside in your car. So,
Gary, I wasn't trying to ride in the ditch. It was whiteout conditions and someone started sliding towards me, so I moved over and yep, I caught the edge and down I went into the ditch.
you know. And here's a piece of advice. I don't like the price of sticker bars, but, the only place you go to get something is a convenience store and you got the money, buy stickers bars. Hell, buy 5 of them, buy 10 of them. Put them in your glove box. Yeah, they can get hard and freeze and all that, but you know what? If you go in a ditch and you're sitting there and you get hungry, you can just grab a stickers bar. And I know I'm not getting paid advertised for everything for stickers, but think about it. Oh yeah, jalapeno hush puppies. Oh yeah. Ooh,
Yum.
I want to be Ferris Bueller right now. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah.
Testing, testing. Okay, I'm still here.
Jalapeno hush puppies. Beautiful. Oh yeah.
I thought I was going to drop again.
Uh oh.
I started getting that little, and you were kind of roboting in my ear.
Uh,
Yep, it came back.
yeah. I am a
I
robot.
noticed.
I do not poop.
Yeah, no, we have a truck down the road now, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully
Oh,
they get it figured out.
I know what I was gonna do. Okay, I'm trying to get to my studio real quick. Let's see. Go to shorts. So, everybody that subscribed to me and that comes here, watches the lives and some of my shorts, I want to say thank you. Currently, right now, I'm at 3,950 public watch hours. I only need 50 more.
Ooh, congrats.
Yeah, I only need 50 more watch hours to hit the 4,000, which is
Well,
good.
go to.
Hey, I'm still, what was it? 144 short of the 1,000 needed for
Well, you
full.
don't need that anymore. Look into it.
Oh, well, I haven't looked. I was just waiting to see if I can get one of the two that need it at the bottom before clicking the button to see what it
Yep.
said. But, hey.
And yes, Gary, we do have snowmobiles, ATVs, and all of that I can drive if I needed to on snow-covered roads. But when you're driving from work and all of a sudden, you know, blizzard just keeps getting worse and worse, and you're just trying to get home, that you ditch out sometimes. Yep,
All
it
right, Dennis.
happens.
Stay warm. Stay safe, brother. We'll see you later.
Yep, much love, hun.
And
And
he says she
and
has
the
a snowboard and a rope.
well, and the thing is living in Minnesota all my life and to only have ditched out once is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's why I got the vehicle I got, because the ditch is going to just be four-wheel driving for me. Never, I could say, I honestly say I've never put a snowmobile in a ditch.
a
Womp.
snowmobile, no, no. I've
Well,
ridden the ditch, ride the ditches on one, but
I driven I driven plenty of Hummers in the waddies though. And if you've never been through a wadi, it's almost the size of the Texas potholes on some highways. You can get out of them if you know how to do it correctly.
yep. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna mute for a minute and grab some coffee.
Alrighty. She's not really getting coffee, people. She had to go reverse intake water break. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's just saying coffee. She said coffee the whole day. So I'm gonna check the news again, see if that other freaking story dropped yet. That I heard about, but I haven't seen anything pop down yet. Hey, look at this! 1.2 trillion U.S. travel industries plummeting. Wah, shut down the frickin' airlines. We don't need frickin' to be going to other countries right now. Go look at the U.S. State Department and all the places telling you don't go. Why do you want to go to a frickin' tropical beach when the beach is going to be freezing just like everything else? But trust, it's warmer. Yeah, that's what they're going to say about Mexico until frickin' Sunday night and Monday morning when that Archer Frank's all the way into Mexico also. Yeah. That's why the people that don't prep and emergencies happen, they're like, oh, I don't got food. So, but did you enjoy that vacation or two that you had this year? Because I guarantee you, half those people are like, yeah, we did this or that. I was like, well, maybe you should have thought of with the state of the economy, the way things are going in the world. Should have skipped vacation and got ready for an emergency instead, huh? Yeah. I haven't had a true freaking vacation in well over 20 years. No, I haven't been prepping this whole time. I've been a prepper ever since before I went in the military, but I've always had stuff to help me survive for at least a week or more. You know, but I always rated it, and I wanted a freaking vacation, but needs always come before wants. And a lot of these people, especially nowadays, don't freaking understand that. And these people are like, well, I want to give my kids everything I didn't get. I didn't get to go to Disney World, so I want to give it to them. I'll see rather send them to Disney World for a week and pay outrageous prices for the food at Disney World instead of making sure they got a week's worth of food when everything goes to crap. Yeah, they're able to live in some of
Mhm.
those memories of Disney World. Yeah, now think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, Gary, I got a problem. I got skis. Hey, Lady D, good morning. Yes, it is Friday. Don't know how happy it is, but it's Friday. And here's
It,
the funny
it's
thing about it.
Friday.
Yeah, I have snow skis. I got water skis, right? And not once did I ever pay for any of them. People were at yard sales and they're getting ready to throw them away. So if you want them, take them. If not, they're going in the trash. I took them. You know how much skis are? They ain't cheap for one. And you can hang them up on your garage off your ceiling or something like you do your bikes and stuff. So they're
Yep.
really going to take you no room because you just never know when you're going to need it. Oh, it doesn't snow in Texas, Trust. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, Joe. Good morning.
Yeah, and some people don't know that if you just keep a cardboard box that's flattened out in your vehicle, if you're from where it snows, you can actually use that as a traction base. Like you get stuck, you put it, push it into where so the wheel can ride on something. I mean, it'll kick it out the back end
Yep.
once you get going, but just a plain old cardboard box. I know I have one sitting in my car right now that's broke down just in case.
Yep.
Yep. Just a little snow knowledge.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you this right there. You know those throw blankets that you use for like your animals and stuff? When you
Yep.
get a new one, really wash the old one really good, and then put that in your car. And here's the reason why. Do you know when you're not going to run your car for a couple of days because the weather's so cold or whatever? You open up your hood and you wrap your battery in that freaking blanket. That helps protect that battery because the cold will freaking zap that freaking battery quicker than crap. And if you wrap it, that protects it more than it not being. So if you really needed to freaking crank your car, you won't have to be out there trying to figure out how to get it started. Because even
Yeah.
a drained battery from the cold sometimes won't start with a jump. Think about it.
Yep. Lady D, I keep, it's kind of a mixture of cat litter and road grit is what it's called. I keep a jug of that in there. But when the snow is super deep, believe it or not, that road grit and cat litter don't work as well as you think it's going to. Where a cardboard box will.
Yep.
Yep.
Have it flattened down in your trunk, you know. Luckily, I got a back end on my Hummer where, I just do a big box, flatten it out, and it's just there. I can lay stuff on top if I need it, but it's there when I need it. And I cover that. I cover use it for my windshield if I needed to. I put it in front of my radiator when it gets extreme cold. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have boxes in front of the
Dun dun
radiator.
dun. It's the multi-purpose box. Yep.
Yeah, because believe it or not, you want to protect your radiator. Yeah, you may have antifreeze and all that in there, but you still got to protect it. There's other parts of that engine you want to protect from the direct blistering cold wind. And if you're like, trust, I've never done that. I've been doing my own home mechanics for the last 25 years. Well, you know what? Find out other people that have freaking problems. That's why when I see the freaking stuff of all the cars like in New York City covered in mounds of snow and all that, and none of them have anything to protect the vehicle. Why? No wonder freaking auto rates are so high up there. Oh yeah, I agree, Gary. Get all that military stuff you can. I know one thing. A lot of people you see them are like, yeah, that's not really going to help. Those space age freaking little blankets. They look like
Oh,
little.
those things are amazing.
Yeah, they're really cheap, and you should get a mess load of them. Put some in your car. You can actually use those to cover your windows and radiator and other parts, and then you got them there too if you need them to try to keep warm. Now
Yep.
it's not going to be like a wool blanket, but it's going to keep some of the cold away.
Right. And the thing is even if you have a little bit of sun, they heat up quick.
Hmm.
You'd be amazed at how fast one of those life blankets or whatever emergency blankets can heat up.
Hmm. He'll say, I've got a mine from the VA free. Always go and donate socks and all that for the homeless veterans and all that when they're doing them. And they have them there and they're like, hey, you want some more of these? Like, okay. They freaking order those by the caseloads. So,
Oh yeah, Lady D, my car's in the garage. Believe me.
yeah. Here's the problem, though, with Lady D with that. If
Your
you don't,
garage door freezes or your electric goes out, and how do then you got to go and unfreeze your try to get your garage door open to get your car out. I've done it. Yep, the automatic garage door opener's not working, and oh,
yeah,
what a pain.
no,
I'm
no,
just saying.
yeah, but the harder part is when your driveway has 3 feet of snow on it. You got,
Behind you.
yeah,
Yep.
you got to clear that just to get the vehicle out.
Oh yeah, done that too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I agree with you, RLB. If you could have a blanket, have one that plugs in the cigarette lighter. Or you
Yep.
could just get an inverter that you can plug into your cigarette lighter and then plug in your.
Have a blessed day, Wes. See you
Oh,
in the streams.
yeah. And you look at it, usually people keep their snowblower in the garage. So think about it. If there's no power, your garage door's frozen shut. You're going to have to fight with all that first just to get the blower out to clear the driveway.
Yep.
You know what's easier when you know it's going to freaking ice and it's going to snow? Throw the freaking rock pellets out there. I
Yep. The
do.
ice bite. Yep.
You know, I do, even if it doesn't snow or ice. I throw it down. And you know what? My mail person and the delivery drivers always say thank you. They can leave their package on the front door, but they'll ring and they tell me in bad weather, thank you for doing that.
Oh
You
yeah.
wouldn't believe how many people don't do that to their sidewalks anymore.
Oh God, you have. I have to because I'm not falling.
Yeah.
Falling is not good.
hmm Luckily my mailbox is right as soon as I open my door. It's right there near my freaking doorbell. But still, I don't want them to get hurt. They're having to freaking do their job all day long. Some of them don't do it as well as others, but hey, they're still doing it. Would you want to take their job for the day?
No thanks.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. And I always put notes out there too. Hey, if you want some water when it's really hot, or if you want coffee, but please ring doorbell. And when I do that, I have a little TV tray plugged in by the door with a coffee runner go, and I got my water pot thing there if they want tea or coffee. They already know. I'll let them fix their own. Let them get inside, warm up, and all that. Hey, we got to take care of each other because you know the corporations aren't going to do it, and you definitely know the federal government's not going to do it.
Right, right.
You know,
For sure. So, what's on your agenda for the day? Just getting stuff together and staying warm?
well, I think I got everything. I mean, I could go buy some more rice if I needed to. You never could have enough rice, but I don't know.
You
I
done
really,
done
I
snow?
really, I could go fill up my gas tank. I think I'm sitting at 3/4. I'd
Oh,
probably do that.
my hubby went and filled both vehicles up last night. So, yep, I'm
Yeah,
ready. Uh
but
huh.
otherwise, yeah. If you have an inverter, those are pretty cheap. I think you can get them now for like $30 for your cigarette lighter. That's the reason I'm saying that. If you have freaking electric blankets, have one, especially if you got animals. You're going to travel in bad weather, with snow, ice, and all that. Have that electric blanket, and you can turn it on, and the dog can sit on that electric blanket to feel the heat. Because just because you feel cold, you know, I made sure I got, my vehicle had warming seats because my kids got dogs. So they ride with me. Those dogs can be comfortable. The cats, they're going to have to stay in the carrier. Sorry, I don't want cats. No, I traveled across the country with a cat once. Never again. Carrier.
Never
Riding on
again.
that's riding on top. I'll strap it down with bungee cords. You know,
Poor cat.
no. Well, the
Uh,
last cat I did, every time I stopped at a rest area, I tried to get out of the car, and the cat would bolt out of the car and then go up a tree. And that whole time it was riding, I was driving. It was meow, meow, meow. It definitely didn't riding on the car, but that's the only way to transport it. You know,
huh.
the
And
ex.
what noise? And how did it sound again?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I've
gentlemen,
never
you know
heard.
what I'm
Trust
talking
me,
about with your
I've
wife.
never heard you meow before. I'm sorry.
Yeah, gentlemen, you know, anytime you have a wife, the house, she does this. Nah, 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 nah. That's exactly how the freaking cat was going. And the ex-wife wouldn't buy the freaking medicine for the vet to calm it down, so it just like sit there, in a daze, like it smoked a couple of blunts or just left Woodstock. That would have saved me a lot.
And
Good
good
morning.
morning, second chance.
No, it's Darlene. I'm going to call her Darlene. I'm surprised she got her head out of the blanket because it's so cold. Watch, she's going to say, I've been out. No, you haven't. Yeah, Gary, and I guarantee you freaking, you're dying because that cat's so annoying. Just those 3 miles. Try 1,200 miles. I went from Vegas to San Antonio. And I couldn't take the southern route because the southern route, the highway was freaking flooded. So I had to take the northern route. So that added an extra, like 3 4 hours to my trip, which really sucked. But yeah, so I may go fill up the gas tank because that's really the only rush emergency I have. How about you, ship kicker? You gonna
Well, I've got a load of towels and stuff in the washer that's got to go in the dryer from that toilet overflowing. Yes, it did. Not from
Oh,
somebody going potty. It was because I forgot to flush it a couple times in the middle.
you
Before
forgot.
we went to bed, and then as soon as you get up, you flush it because it's cold.
Yep.
Yep, not a fun job cleaning that mess up, but it's done. I just got to get that swapped over, and I'm gonna get some turkey broth out of the freezer that I froze, homemade turkey broth, and make some turkey wild rice soup. I think.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yep, and I'm
Oh,
doing food porn on Friday.
see,
Oops.
Darlene's trying to see if Wes is normal Wes this morning or the evening Wes.
Guess what? Second chance. He was normal West, but he decided he needed to leave. But he was normal West this morning. I was so impressed.
And he explained why he's normal West on my show, but not on yours. He doesn't feel like he could be himself on your show, but he knows he could be himself here. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm the go-between. Don't shoot the messenger. You might want to talk to your cohort and make him feel a little bit more at home, so he feels like, yeah. See, and he's just go, what? Yeah. I guess you got to watch the restream in order to figure it out. I will give you a warning though. We do talk about cannibalism and how the kitty ladies are smart to have so many cats because when it comes down to eating your neighbor or your cats, we know which one you're going to choose. So
Uh,
I would invite Darlene up here, but I'm pretty sure you want to start your day off shift, and we're
yeah, well,
have
I'm
fun.
still, you're still kind of doing the robot thing off and on in my ear, so my internet's not the best right now.
I am a
They're,
robot. I do not poop. Yep.
I'm just happy it hasn't dropped altogether again.
Yeah.
Since I rebooted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we finally hit the frozen mark. We are currently at 32 degrees and warming up. Hey, we might make it at 50.
Is that code? No, Darlene. They were literally talking about eating cats. Yes, he was. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
I wasn't the one that mentioned ribs and shit. Come on now.
That was Wes.
Yeah. Watch the restream so you get the full facts. She's not giving you the full facts there. And just a reminder, because somebody out there in YouTube land didn't have coffee the other day.
Be prepared.
Yeah. Well, The,
One
the,
is one is none. Remember that. If you even have an extra one, that means you have none. So always get a second one.
you know, and yeah.
And
I
if you
thought,
didn't watch Tin TV yesterday when we had the silver gentleman on, go watch that too. It was
mm,
it it was a blast. We
yep.
had three great gentlemen up there, and yes, it was definitely a blast.
Yes, it was. I only got half of it to watch now because I watched the first half. Well, I was there modding for the first half. The second half I dropped. But and let's see. Yeah, coffee. Get your preps. Oh yeah, I use synthetic for my vehicle for the first time
Mm-hmm.
since I bought it in April. I really haven't even driven 3,000 miles on it. So I don't do a lot of driving anyway. But I went in and changed the oil because I couldn't get that from the dealership when they changed the oil last. But I got the list of radiator and all the other stuff that they did when they did it, what they used, and all that. So I did the synthetic yesterday. While sitting there waiting to do that, I got my state inspection done, and I found out some information from the guys, and it was just because I was patient because I ended up waiting like 35 minutes to be able to pull in because the car in front of me was getting the inspection and the oil changed, and they had to order the filter and had to go to like 3 different shops. And most people were throwing fits having to wait 5 minutes. And I was sitting there, being patient because, hey, it doesn't help getting upset. All it does is get you sick, or bugs could get in you and then you get sick. So, but
Yep.
so the piece of information he gave me is like this year they're doing they're doing the safety inspections. Some vehicles they got to do the emissions, like commercial vehicles, or if there's a problem, they see leaks in the tail pipes and all that other stuff, then they'll do it. But they don't drive your vehicles down. And they said next year the state of Texas are doing away with safety inspections altogether. They're going to transfer the $7 you pay for the safety inspection to your license plate. So you're still paying the same amount of money, but it's the individuals
We
who,
don't have safety inspections, never have.
yeah,
We just pay for our tabs for our license plate, and that's it.
yeah,
Don't even have emissions testing in Minnesota. Nope.
yeah. Well, that's what Texas is finally going to. Now they're putting it on the vehicle owners to make sure their safety stuff is up to par because, yeah, that means the cops are going to be busier pulling people over when their lights don't work, the turn signals don't work. So if you're one of those that don't like to get your safety stuff done in Texas, you may want to start doing it. Start knowing what to look for to keep getting pulled over. It's coming. But yeah. So I was sitting there waiting, and in my vehicle, I started messing with some of the buttons I didn't get to on my steering wheel.
Uh huh.
This vehicle, I haven't had it for a whole year. I started playing with some. I had one where I could get road conditions. My vehicle will pick up road conditions and let me know if ice is possible, you know, there's construction, and I'll put it where the odometer goes. I'll just flash the thing saying icy conditions come in, or you know,
Yep.
road work the next 10 miles. And that's cool. I've never seen that. I'm like, oh wow, something new. So playing with my vehicle, waiting for to get my stuff done, was very informative yesterday.
Cool. For sure.
Yeah, second chance, you may want to have a meeting with Sassy on the safety meetings now that she's got her car back. You may need to remind her responsibilities as a car owner. Now that she's got it running again.
Yep.
And there's Wes freaking riding his Russian shit again.
Oh no, it was China. And I spelt it the way I did for a reason.
No, I know. I'm just messing with him. They're talking about
uh,
in there now. You know, Wes Stack says, "Yuck! Here, take your little."
uh,
But yeah, I guess we got like a minute and a half. If you got any last words for chat, since you need to go off to Oz and do some things.
well, like I always say, stay blessed, not stressed, guys. You know, smile at somebody. You never know how it'll change their day. And definitely check on your neighbors. If you haven't seen a neighbor for a few days and you don't know if they're gone or on vacation, knock on their door and just say, hey, was worried about you. I haven't seen you. You know,
You know?
yep, check on them neighbors, especially with the weather that's coming.
Yeah, and if your neighbors are checking on you, that tells you don't have a good relationship with your neighbors. My neighbors are scared of me. They know I freaking show up with a shotgun when I have to open my door. So, but hey, that keeps it away. They don't. I don't have to worry about peeping toms, or let alone peeping Tabithas.
I was thinking peeping Tina, but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, Tina's a freak. I won't use that word. When you say Tina, the only thing I can think of is yeehaw. Hey, you
Oh
brought
my.
it up.
Oh
You
my.
you should ask before the show. All right, so remember, guys and girls, and the confused, and of course, well, I've been ignoring the haters that are out there that won't give me a thumbs up. So I'm just gonna let you know, thank you for supporting. But you not give me a thumbs up, it does freaking turn around and give me money where I can turn around and get sponsored by the letters F, the letters U, and the number two. So yeah, think about it. Get your little chalkboard out and type in the letter F, U, and two, and then you know what I'm talking about. But either way, I love y'all. Please tell your loved ones you love them. If you're mad at them, and even if you don't love them, just tell them you love them. Make their day. You know, you got to share. How's the civil community say? Kindness starts with you. Spread kindness.
Exactly.
You know. So you don't forget, Tress is going to be our guest on Sassy Second Show on Sunday. Possibly. I told her possibly. I can't
Woot
control the
woot.
weather. I can predict the weather. I just can't control it. So as long as I have power, and I'm not going to use my generator power to go on somebody's stream. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. I'd rather have heat instead of internet. But no, I should be there on Sunday. What time again there? Second chance that you're throwing it out there. 1 o'clock Eastern, I think.
No, 1 p.m. Central.
Oh, 1 Central. Okay. So, yeah. And like I said, I will not be going live on Monday because I have an appointment that's going to take all day and I don't know how I'm going to feel, or there's going to be other stuff going on the rest of the week. So I will post a message on Monday at the community page. And if you don't see nothing there, I'm pretty sure I can get Shift. I'll contact her. If she can understand me when I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And
Well, all he's got to do is the blah blah blah, and I'll just say, "Trust is having technical difficulties. Will not be on today."
you know, his Tesla battery is not working in his body. So, but yeah. So please be safe. Make sure you got at least, they say 3 days worth. I say, hell, go for broke. Go 7 days. It's Friday. You're probably getting paid. Make sure you got 7 days worth of food, water, perhaps things you need to survive, blankets, some shoes. Make sure you wear 2 pairs of socks, stuff like that. And yeah, most of all, do it now so when the weather gets bad, if you can't go more than a couple hours by being yeah trapped in your house, then you got issues because yeah, we did that shit
Yes.
for lockdown for how long? Yeah, enough said. Well, I didn't. Y'all did. I was out there freaking scrapping this stuff. Us scrappers were essential. We still are. So yeah. Longboarding Mom says slow at work. I will go back and watch from the beginning. Hope all was good weekend. You too, Longboarding Mom. I can go watch.
Thanks, longboarding mom.
Yeah, I got to still go watch her weather videos she posted a couple of days ago. I haven't seen that one yet. It looked pretty good, but I haven't been able to watch it yet. And I love y'all. And let's see. I think Stoopy goes on at 12:30 today. I don't know who else goes on. That's a mess
Well,
load of people going on Friday. I
well,
know.
the $1 Million Meg and the Silver Sisters go at 6 p.m. Central, and before that is Social Hour on MLZB's channel.
With the Threats Amigos.
Yep, with Trace Amigos. And
Yep.
I will post out those links in my community page, so you can always check there if you're not sure what's happening.
And if you go across anybody that says they don't know what's going on YouTube and they're trying to look into looking, refer them to Shift Kickers community page and tell them what you don't know about Shift Kickers. She posts her that community page what's going on, the interesting stuff. And if they don't know about her community page, that means they're not subscribed to her. Tell them to subscribe to her so they can get updates on the community page as a minimum. As a minimum, let's get her up to 1,000. She's at, I don't know, what are you at, 900 or something still?
9:15 or 9:16, something like that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm slowly trying to catch up to Shift, but I really liked her to hit 1,000 before me. She says that the 1,000 doesn't matter anymore, but I defer to different. She works her butt off, and she should be over 1,000 by now. And the channels that have her modding and they are several thousand deep, shame on you. You need to be pushing her. Let's get her 1,000. It's only less than 100. Come on now. Don't make
Come
me.
on, son,
Yeah.
as GSF would say. Come
Yeah.
on, son.
Yeah. I'm going to do the Game of Thrones thing. Shame. Clank, clank, clank. Shame. Clank, clank, clank. And those are the big channels. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah. But we do love you. We'll talk to you later. And yeah, we'll see you. Stay warm. Enjoy work if you're having to work. And definitely, yeah, I got to do this. Where's it at? You ready? You ready,
Yep,
Shift?
yep.
Ready to go?
Bye.
Bye.